I was deep into my woo phase, and I wanted to investigate the idea of synchronicities,
Yeah.
which is kind of like, I guess it's where you either see something over and over, or there's a symbol that really stands out to you, and
Right.
it
Right.
manifests sort of, right? Yeah. So the
Yeah.
synchronicity of like, I'm seeing it everywhere. Well,
Like buying a new car.
yeah, kind of like buying a new car. And so this whole thing that happened, it could be just that. But here's how it went. So I told the universe out loud in my heart, I don't know what. I said, all right, I want to understand if this synchronicity thing is a thing. Let's
Yeah.
see. What is it? What does it look like?
You weren't talking to a god.
No, I wasn't talking to a god. I was
Yep.
talking, I don't even know what I was considering it. I was kind of
Yeah.
like the universe, I guess. The part of me that's connected, that's part of the universe. I have no idea.
Yep.
Anyway, the universe. What's this all about? So within a day or two, I'm driving somewhere I go pretty frequently, and I noticed a car that was a Charger Challenger type car. Yeah. It's a car that's very similar to one that my best friend has. So I noticed this car when I see it.
Yeah.
But in this 15-minute drive I had to do, I saw four of them. And I was like, well, that's kind of weird. And I was like, I was wondering about synchronicities. So I don't know, I'll pay attention. Well, then I came out of that store and a fifth one was parked right next to me. And I was like, okay, I'm paying attention. Well, then this went on for probably a week or two, where I felt like every time I went out somewhere, I saw at least one of these cars. But I'm also telling myself at the same time, that is just normal. They're a very
Coincidence. Yeah.
common car, coincidence, no big deal. I'm freaking myself out. It's kind of funny. It's a thought experiment, right?
Yeah.
So I'm doing all of that. Probably I stopped paying attention, but I was aware of that car when I was out places.
Mhm.
But I stopped thinking anything of it, really, because I was like, yeah, okay, this is exactly like when you get a new car and you see that car everywhere.
Right.
So then my family took a drive 2 hours out into the Columbia Gorge, because we live near these beautiful places. And we were
Yeah.
headed to see a Stonehenge monument that someone had built after World War I. It was made of concrete. It was kind of crap, but it semi-looked like Stonehenge. So we drove 2 hours out where there's no one. We cross to the Washington side. We pull into this gravel lot. There's maybe 3 cars there. There's nothing out there. And we haven't even left the parking lot when like 40 cars that are a Challenger Charger, like fan club or something, starts rolling in the parking lot. And they lined all their
Dun,
cars
dun,
up, popped
dun.
their hoods, they're honking their horns, they're revving their engines.
It was like the grand finale.
It was like the grand finale. And I'm sitting there like, am I a real witch?
You freaking the fuck out by this point.
A little bit. I mean, I'm still telling myself it could be coincidence
Yeah.
because I'm 2 years past that experience and I still don't know what to make of it other than coincidence or like a really big example of
I mean,
biases. But like I was 2 hours out in the middle of nowhere
don't
and this
know.
same car, but 40 of them rolled in.
Yeah.
I still don't know what to do with this experience. So I won't, I would still say I'm an atheist, but
Yeah.
I'm like, I have openness to cool shit happening, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Like witchy shit and
Yeah, but I also feel like it's all,
astrology you're into too.
yeah, I like astrology-ish things, but maybe not the standard astrology. I like the idea that we're way more connected to the planetary bodies and the stars in the universe than we give ourselves credit for. But,
Probably.
and I don't even
I
know what
agree.
that means, right?
Yeah.
But here on this planet, our sun does a lot of things for us by virtue of its radiation that it sends our way. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
At
know.
least you're not sticking a God concept in there and saying, well, I don't know, so this.
Right. There's no reason to do that.
There's no reason. It's okay not knowing. And that's the fun of exploration, is that we don't know and we
Right.
learn.
I mean, what
Yeah.
kind of entity would I credit with sending 40 cars my way just so I could like see how synchronicities work?
Yeah.
It-
Testing your faith, Pats.
But see, there's no purpose to that.
I know.
It's
But
right. So
that's what
I'm
I was
not going
telling
to
you to do
ascribe
all
it
the
to
time,
anything.
too.